Good afternoon, my dear children. In my last class, I started periodic classification of elements. I will continue the same chapter. Position of elements in the modern periodic table. The modern periodic table has 18 vertical columns known as group and 7 horizontal rows known as periods. Let us see what decides the placing of an element in a certain group and period. Activity 5.4. What activity is given? Look at the group 1 of modern periodic table and name the elements present in it. This is group 1. Suppose this is group 1. First period, second period, third period, fourth period. In the first place, hydrogen is there, then lithium, sodium, then potassium. Atomic number 1, 3, 11, 19. Look at the group 1 of the modern periodic table and name the elements present in it. These are the elements present in the group 1. Write down the electronic configuration of the first 3 elements of group 1. First 3 elements. Electronic configuration. Hydrogen. This is hydrogen. So, in the first cell, there is only one proton. So, only one electron will be there. This is hydrogen. Lithium. 2, 1, 3. So, lithium, first orbit, second orbit is needed. So, in the first orbit there are 2 electrons. In the second orbit there is 1 electron. Sodium. Sodium 2, 8, 1, 11. Atomic number 11. So, first orbit, second orbit and third orbit. So, in the first orbit there are 2 electrons. In the second orbit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electron. In the last orbit there is only 1 electron. Now potassium 19. 19 is equal to 2, 8, 8, 1. 19. So potassium first orbit, second orbit, third orbit. In the first orbit there are 2 electrons. In the second orbit there are 8 electrons. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then again 8 electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more electron on the last cell. These are called cell, S-H-E-L-L, cell. The first cell is known as K. The second cell is called L. The third cell is called M and N. What similarity do you find in their electronic configuration? What similarities we have found? That on the outermost cell, all the elements contain 1 electron. This is 1 electron, outermost cell. This is 1 electron. This is 1 electron. This is 1 electron. Have you noticed? See that on the outermost cell, all the elements contain only 1 electron. How many valence electrons are present in these 3 elements? In these 3 elements or 4 elements we have taken, valence electron means on the last orbit or last cell, how many electrons are there? This electron is called, this electron or the number of electrons present on the last orbit or cell, it is called valence electron. Valence electron. Valence electron means on the last cell how many electrons are there, that number of electrons present on the last orbit or last cell is called valence electron. Only one valence electron we found in all the 4 elements of first group. Another thing we have noticed that from top to bottom, when we move in a group, the number of cell increases. Here there is only one cell, here there are 2 cells, here there are 3 cells, here there are 4 cells. As we move from top to the bottom downwards, the number of cells increases in each period by 1. Now what is given in your book? You will find that all these elements contain the same number of valence electrons, that is 1. Similarly, you will find that the element present in any one group have the same number of valence electrons. Therefore, in any one group, if you take any one group, there are 18 groups here in the long periodic table, modern periodic, 18 groups. If you take any group, the number of valence electrons will remain same in a group. Similarly, you will find that the electron present in any one group have the same number of valence electrons. For example, elements fluorine and chlorine belong to the group 17. How many electrons do fluorine and chlorine have in their outermost shell? Now, I will show you with diagram. 17th group elements are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. Here fluorine 9, atomic number 9, and chlorine 17. So electronic configuration of fluorine 2, and in case of chlorine 17 atomic number. Electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 7. See, in the outermost shell, the number of valence electrons are remain same, 7 and 7. If you draw, this is fluorine. You see, on the first orbit, we will have to put 2 electrons. On the second, it can contain 8, but there are only 7 electrons. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Similarly, this is fluorine. Similarly, chlorine. First orbit, second orbit cell, and third cell is also required. On the first cell, there are 2 electrons. On the second cell, there are 8 electrons, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the third cell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, you have noticed that on the outermost cell, here also, in case of fluorine also, there are 7 valence electrons, and in case of chlorine also valence electron, 7 valence electron. On the outermost cell, there are 7 valence electron. The number of valence electron same in case of same group, but from top to bottom, when it moves downward, the number of cell increases. Here in case of fluorine, there were 2 cells, here there are 3 cells. Hence, we can say that groups in a periodic table signify an identical outer cell electronic configuration. On the other hand, the number of cells increases as we go down the groups. So, you note it down. Groups in the periodic table signify an identical outer shell electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. The number of cell increases as we go down the groups. Now, in the next paragraph, there is an anomaly mentioned that is found in the modern periodic table, and that is when it comes to the position of hydrogen, because it can be placed either in group 1 or group 17 in the first period. Can you say why? Because hydrogen has got only one atomic number. Atomic number is 1. So hydrogen can be placed on one group, first group. Hydrogen shows both metallic and non-metallic, characteristics. Hydrogen, when react with oxygen, it produces water, and hydrogen when react with sodium, it produces sodium hydride. Here hydrogen forms negative ion and here positive ion. So hydrogen shows both metallic and non-metallic characteristics. So it can be placed either on one group first period and 17 group first period. Now move to the next activity. Activity 5.5. It is written that if you look at the modern periodic table, you will find that the element lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon are present in the second period, and asking to write down the electronic configuration. So second period. First period, hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. Here it is helium. So we are asked to write down the electronic configuration of the element. So lithium is atomic number 3, beryllium 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Here it is neon, it is 10. This is the first period. This is the second period. The element of second periods are lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. And their atomic number are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is very easy to remember the atomic number if you can remember the elements serially. Second period, elements are lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. And the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, helium is 2. So from second period, lithium 3 atomic number, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9 and neon 10. So if we draw the electronic configuration, here it will be 2 1, here 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6, 2 7 and 2 8. Now if you draw the electronic configuration of neon, in the first orbit 2 electrons, it is satisfied. In the second orbit or cell, there should be 8 electron, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, it is also satisfied. So they are called inert gas. It contains 2 cells and all the cells are satisfied with the required electron. So their valency is 0. Now we are taking fluorine. In case of fluorine also, in the first orbit there are 2 electrons. On the second orbit 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, there are 7 electrons here. So how many electrons required to attain the structure of the inert gas, nearest inert gas neon? Only 1 electron is required. So each valency is 1. Now we are going to draw the oxygen's electronic configuration. They have also 2 cells. So first orbit 2 electrons are satisfied. In the next cell, last valence cell, they have 6 electrons. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So to get nearest inert gas configuration, how many electrons are required? 8 minus 6 2. So 8 minus 6 2. So the valency of oxygen is 2. Here 8 minus 7 electron is equal to 1 valency. 2 valency. Number nitrogen. Nitrogen you also see first orbit, second orbit. On the first orbit there are 2 electrons. On the last orbit it has 5 electrons. 3 4 5. So to attain the nearest inert gas structure, how many electrons required on the last orbit or cell? 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So the valency of nitrogen is 3. So carbon. This is carbon. 2 cell. The first cell contains 2 electrons. The last cell 4 electrons. 1 2 3 4. So its valency is 4. 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. So the valency of carbon is carbon 4 valency. On the other hand, you can see in case of lithium, first orbit, second orbit. First orbit cell is satisfied with 2 electrons, and in the last orbit there is only 1 electron. So this electron can be donated to other. So its valency is 1. Valency is 1. Beryllium, first orbit, second orbit. First orbit 2 electron, and in the last cell also there are 2 electrons. So each valency it can donate 2 electrons to other element. So to attain the helium structure, inert gas helium's electronic configuration, to attain electronic configuration of helium, it easily release 2 electrons. So each valency is 2. Similarly, boron, you see boron 2 electron and electronic configuration 2 3 electron on the outermost cell. This cell is known as valence cell. So it also can donate 3 electron. It is easier to donate 3 electron to attain the structure of helium rather than attaining the electronic configuration of neon. So its valency is also 3. So from this period and seeing the electronic configuration, you can find out the valency of the element also. Lithium valency is 1, beryllium valency is 2, boron valency is 3, carbon valency is 4, nitrogen valency 8 minus 5 is equal to 3, so nitrogen valency 3, oxygen valency on the outermost cell 6 electrons are there, 8 minus 6 is equal to 2, oxygen valency is 2, fluorine valency is 8 minus 7 is equal to 1, so each valency is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 3, 2, 1, 0. This is how the valency changes on a period. Again, do these elements also contain the same number of valence electron? No. The number of valence electron increases from left to right on a period. Do they contain the same number of cells? Yes. On a period, they contain the same number of cells. Here also lithium also contain 2 cells, beryllium also 2 cells, carbon also 2 cells, fluorine also 2 cells, neon itself also 2 cells. They contain same cell, same number of cells. All the elements of a period contain same number of cells, but the number of valence electron increases from left to right. You will find that these elements of second period do not have the same number of valence electron, but they contain the same number of cells. You also observe that the number of valence cell electrons increases by 1 unit as the atomic number increases by 1 unit on moving from left to the right in a period. So you note it down. This is also a property of the elements present in the periodic table. In a period, all elements contain same numbers of cells. On the second period, all the elements contain 2 cells, first cell and second cell. That means K and L cell. Number 2 observation was found that the number of valence cell, the number of valence cell electrons increases by 1 unit. The number of valence cell electrons increases by 1 unit as the atomic number increases by 1 unit on moving from left to right. Remember it. On a column, from top to bottom, the number of valence shell increases, but number of valence electron remains same. But in case of a period from left to right, the number of valence electron increases, but the valence shell remain same. Atoms of different element with the same number of occupied shells are placed in the same period. Sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine and argon belong to the third period of the modern periodic table. Since the electrons in the atoms of these elements are filled in K, L and M cells. So I have given you homework that like I wrote the electronic configuration of second period, you write the electronic configuration of the third period elements. My dear children, it is very interesting chapter. If you learn this chapter, I think most of the chapter from chemistry part you will find easier, because here you will learn about the elements, their symbol, their valency and many other properties. So it will be very easier to study other chapters of chemistry parts. So learn it carefully. Next day I will finish the chapter. Thank you.